What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another video. Unfortunately, there is no live feed of me on this video today because I left my camera in my car and my girlfriend has my car because hers is in the shop. So unfortunately, I apologize for that, but no live feed of seeing this beautiful face of mine. I know you guys are going to miss it, but it'll be back in the next video. But nonetheless, if you guys find anything helpful in this video, make sure you smash that like button and also subscribe so you get notified when I post new videos. It also really helps with the YouTube algorithm and spreads my videos to people who could use the help. Now, with this being said, this is a trade on the Swiss franc and the Japanese yen. This was also something that I posted on my Facebook stories for everyone who could possibly want to take the analysts of their own versions on this trade and possibly hop in this trade with me. So if you guys aren't following me on social media, go ahead and do that. I regularly post the trades that I'm currently in, so you guys can maybe look and analyze the pair yourself and decide if that's something that you would like to take yourself. But if we look into the past, you can see right here that on this pair there was a huge drop with almost no buying opportunities at all. You can see that it's just in full swing of seller powers, lots of liquidity behind this move pushing price, and then we start seeing that price is stalling out right here. Now, if you're a beginner trader, don't stress it if you can't see what this is, but this is one of my favorite patterns to trade. It is a variation of the head and shoulders, which is called the inverse or inverted head and shoulders. It's basically just a head and shoulders pattern but upside down. So we can see that the left shoulder is right here, the head is right here, and the right shoulder is right here. We also can see that the neckline of this pair is roughly in this area right here. And if you can't see that, it's still kind of hard. We can go down to the 15-minute chart and you can see that it's a little bit more clear that this is a inverted or inverse head and shoulders pattern right here. So once I noticed that price was stalling out and it created this pattern, you guys know me, I just wait for the neckline retest, which we get right here, but I wasn't really getting a lot of the confirmation that I like to see with this kind of setup. With the price action right here, you can see that there was still a lot of rejection, kind of trying to push price back down, and the candles leaving this area were very small. So I just waited for price to return back to this area one more time, which we can see right here, and then we start getting what I like to see, which is the heavy rejection. We can see how big these wicks are. You can see all of the rejection right here in this area too, and right here. So what I did was I went down to a smaller time frame, like the 5-minute. This is where I like to take a lot of my entries because it's very detailed compared to the 1 hour in the 15-minute chart. So we can see how price pushes into this area very hard, and then brick walls. You can see how price keeps trying to push down, but it's getting stopped out, and that's what creates these wicks on the bottom of the candles. So this was heavy rejection, and then we get 3 very bullish candles right here, and this to me signifies that the move is ready to happen and that prices starting to come out of this consolidation phase because there is no more selling power right here. You can see how price action is very healthy and going back and forth, and then all of a sudden we have 3 candles pushing very fast in the same direction. So for me, this is why I placed my entry right here. And if we go back to the 1 hour chart, I'll show you guys where I placed my take profit and why. So if we look up here, you can see that this initial push right here is what created the initial shoulder in this inverted head and shoulders pattern right here. And you guys probably know by now that when I trade this pattern, I always put my take profit where this formation began. So you can see that this whole area of consolidation right before the drop is what created it, right? So the reason I put my take profit at the bottom of this wick versus this area of consolidation is because if we look and observe this wick, you can see that there was a lot of rejection going on in this area, and that's why that wick was created. So for me, in my thought process, I wasn't sure that price was ever going to reach, the top of this area of consolidation just because of how much rejection was in this zone. So that's why I put my take profit at the bottom of this wick, and you can see how 1 to 2 candles after my take profit hit, that price is starting to consolidate. Now this doesn't mean that price can't keep going up, but I just like to take the safer bet, because if I would have placed my take profit somewhere up here, I would still be in the trade. And at this point, price could possibly go back up or price could reverse. So for me, I just like to take the surefire trades, get in and get out when I can. So that's why I put my take profit right there, because I wasn't honestly sure if price was going to break through this area of consolidation over here. And right now, based off what I'm seeing, I don't know if it will. We'll probably see another drop once again, just because we have this huge drop here, price consolidates, shoots back up. Well, now we have a huge push going in the opposite direction of this one, and we're seeing a lot of consolidation right here and rejection on both sides. So price could possibly come back down. No one really knows, you know, there's really not a whole lot of information to go off of as of right now. But this was a fairly simple trade, just an inverted head and shoulders neckline retest. We go down to a smaller time frame, get all the price action confirmations that we need, and our take profit was based off of where the formation started and precisely put at the bottom of this rejection area. So if you found anything helpful in this video, like I said earlier, smash that like button. Don't forget to subscribe so you get notified when I post new videos. Really helps with the YouTube algorithm, spreads my videos to people that could use them. And, you know, if you want to see when I take these trades in a live setting, go ahead and just follow my stories. I post when I take my trades live on there, so you guys can go to these pairs yourself and do your own analysis and take a trade based off of what you feel works for you. But you know, sometimes it's just always nice to have another pair of eyes on pairs, because maybe you're doing something and you don't notice that a pair is setting up, and maybe I catch that, you know, I post it to my story and you see it. Now you possibly have a trade that you can take yourself. So with that being said, I'll see you guys in the next video.